like he got a $21 million tax break because of some trees, something like that.
What kind of trees?
It was like, there you go. 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 You think about the wrong thing right now. No, seriously, it was, he got a $21 million tax break because of some trees. Maybe those trees he was talking about planting. Remember, he kept saying, we planted X amount of trees, whatever. He got a tax break because of that. Something to that effect. I have to look that up on Twitter. Because every time Brandon tweets something, it makes me go to the tweet, Brandon. You see how fast I reply? Makes me go to the tweet, and then I start looking on Twitter when I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. But no, that actually came up that he got a tax break because of something about the trees.
That is why you need your own business. So you could take a lot of losses and write those losses off.
Absolutely.
Have a lot of dinner meetings, a lot of lunch meetings, a lot of breakfast meetings.
Did you guys know that I've opened my own virtual tax firm? Did you know that?
No, we did not know. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. Have you not seen me giving all these amazing tax tips on Facebook Live?
I've been seeing the pastries.
I did see you mention that. I did.
You're always going to see the pastries. Because you deserve a cupcake, and you deserve it from me. Gina's Cuisine Cupcakes. But you deserve a tax break, too, from RC Creighton and Associates.
Get your tax break while you're breaking open a cupcake. That's
that part right there. That right there. Because, I can help you save money so you can buy more cupcakes to spread the love. You know what I'm saying? Spread the buttercream love.
Now, some people want to know, are your cupcakes 420 friendly?
No, they're absolutely not. They're not vegan. They're not low fat. They're not keto. They're not 420 friendly. They are all sugar and fresh buttercream. That's exactly what Gina's Cuisine Cupcakes are.
What about for Thanksgiving? What you got for Thanksgiving? You got them chitlin muffins, the mac and cheese muffins going on?
We have our very special holiday menu that will be coming out in just a few days. People will be doing pre-orders only. We'll be stopping those orders by a certain date because, we get boggled down. And, your folks, they like to wait to the last minute to order. And I can't help them in 2020. 2020, we're taking no late orders. We want to tell people, you've got to order on time or, hey, you're going to miss out. You have to catch us the next month for Christmas.
Yeah, hey. Everything you got to do now, get it in early, especially if you're doing your holiday shopping. They recommend you start your Christmas shopping right now.
Exactly. I normally start my Christmas shopping in July, but just like not Christmas specific, just picking up stuff here and there. Like if I'm out and I'll see something good, like, oh, they would like that. Let me get that. But you know what? I had to stop doing that. I had to stop doing all that July shopping, picking stuff here and there, because what happens is when I shop that early, I've got to hide the stuff, right? Especially now that, the 13-year-old's here by himself. So it's nobody else for him to blame it on. A sister's away in med school, can't blame it like it wasn't me, maybe it was her. It's nobody for him to blame it on, right? So I would hide things. And then come Christmas, when we wrap it and stuff, I'm like, didn't I sound like I had more stuff than this? And then I don't find the stuff until after New Year's. And then the kids are very upset. They're like, is this all we got? I'm like,
are you sure? You sure those cupcakes aren't 420 friendly?
I do not indulge in the 420. I do not indulge in the 420. Those that do, you go right ahead. But it's just, I have to stay coherent. I have to stay coherent to get the recipes right. So that is just not my deal. But yeah, I can't be buying the gifts early anymore because I lose them. Like right now, like no joke. This is no joke. My oldest daughter, Latoya, I bought her a couple things for her birthday, which is August 30th. I bought the things early, and she ain't got them yet because I don't know what I did with them. I just can't find them. And I told her, I said, are you sure? No. I said, Toya, are you sure I didn't mail you your stuff? Because I mail my grandkids a lot of stuff, right? She's like, no, the last thing you mailed the kids was that. And I'm like, oh, I don't know where her things are. So I can't be doing all that early shopping, you know. And then when you do all that early shopping, you spend too much anyway because you keep stockpiling, and then it's just way too much.
Well, you know what? I encourage all the people our age, like, you know, me, Mr. Black, you, Gina. I'm talking about people our age. When we get gifts for the older people that's like 70s, you know what I'm saying? We always tend to get them things like, you know, maybe they like, what's that thing called, crocheting or shit like that. No, let's spice up their life. You know, if it's an older lady, get her that new vibrator or something. You know, send it to her. You know, let her
She actually turn it on for what you gonna do.
Well, that's between
baby,
you
what
and her.
is this?
You know what I mean?
I got the gift you sent me, but I just don't know what is it. You gonna like give her a demonstration? I mean, what you gonna do?
Well, I say, look, them glasses you got, you should be able to read. Them damn you do it. But you know what? I mean, just say that because, you know, a lot of the older generation gives the younger crowd, you know, things like a gift card with a $10 Rallies card in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, change.
That's some lunch. That's some lunch. What's wrong with it? Some lunch.
You cannot get a cup of water for $10 nowadays. What are you talking about?
It don't seem like Rallies would even have gift cards.
Oh, everyone has gift cards.
It says Checkers, though. Checkers, not Rallies.
If Big Lots has a gift card, everyone has a gift card.
Hey, Big Lots the spot.
I'm just waiting for Regina to say she opened up a dispensary. I can see you owning a dispensary or a grow farm.
Brandon, I don't even know what a grow farm is. What is that?
That's her spot, Cupcakes. That's the name of your weed spot, Cupcakes.
I do not even know what a grow spot is. I have no idea what a grow spot is. And why do I look like I would open a dispensary? I don't even smoke.
The personality, a lot of like white soccer moms, you know, you're a mom, they're getting into the marijuana industry. I could see you, the serial entrepreneur, like, hey, go get my new strand of marijuana. It's called Cupcakes by Regina. And it's some of the ill.
Would you say passing out samples at church?
It would be called G-Cakes. It'd be called G-Cakes. You know what I mean? G-Cakes. G-Cakes. If I had a marijuana line, it would be called, you know, maybe G-Cakes would work, you know, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Regina got all the ladies at bingo night on their toes, you know, because she done spiked up the match.
I cannot believe Brendan said I look like I would indulge in that type of business. Now, I hear the business is lucrative. I do. I used to drive Uber. And I picked these guys up one night. 3 little white boys I picked up, and they was like all into it. And he was like, yeah, but you know, I can't invest in a store. He said something about, and this was a while ago. He said he didn't want to invest in having the store because it was just too much work. He wanted to invest his money like in the growth part of it. You know, like the what do you call it? The manufacturing part of it. He wanted to take his money and what for, you know, I was just listening. When I used to drive Uber, I wouldn't say anything. You know, I was like the chauffeur that I don't even see you, right? I'll be picking up a lot of information. You know, he was like, he wanted to invest in a partner. I'm going to myself, shit sound pretty smart to me. You know, the store might be a little dangerous, you know, little late hours, little shady folks coming in. But if you got your money working on the back end, sound like you winning to me. And I was like, it takes somebody white to do that. Somebody white to think that.
Real shit. Hey, Gina and Black, we got about a little over 10 minutes to go with this, you know what I'm saying? So like, is there anything, you know, like real talk, you know what I'm saying, that's going on? We know the election type shit, you know what I'm saying? Vote, everybody vote. But is there anything y'all, you know, want to bring to light, you know, something y'all may have seen or heard about?
You know, I stay pretty low. I I stay right here in my, my square. If I got to get out, I get out. But I'm pretty comfortable right here where I am. So, all my information comes through the computer, comes through the computer. Maybe a text message may come through. I might see Brandon 2:00 in the morning, tweeting. Brandon reminds me to keep my Twitter game going. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. There's Brandon on Twitter. Let me get him back real quick. And I'll only be like, damn, every time I throw something up on Twitter, Gina be right there. Damn, what are you be doing? Phone be in my hand, be in the bed, phone be in hand. But,
yeah. I better watch what I'm tweeting.
I looks at it all. I looks at all your tweets, all of them. But
I was never one of those tweeters though that would have something to come back and bite them in the ass. Like I never said no crazy shit on Twitter really. So because I planned to be that on that next level. So I've always kept my tweets pretty sensitive.
Right. You don't want them to dig up nothing, right? Be like,
talking about we need to cancel him. Look at this.
Yeah. He talked about the such and such people.
Man,
exactly.
Hey, we got to get back to our realness. Fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, real talk. I mean, I understand what people mean. You have to think about your future. Yes, you do. Especially if you're going to be in that arena, which I'm pretty sure Mr. Black is. But it's like,
but you know what? It's like sometimes you can't even really be yourself. I know what Brandon's saying, but you can't be conscious of everything at all times. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just really got to speak your mind on whatever it is, and if somebody takes offense to it, I said what I said, like Nene said, I said what I said, and you meant that at that point. It's not necessarily to hurt somebody or to downgrade, but it's just, you speaking your truth, whatever it is. But I just want to tell you guys, thanks for having me tonight. It's like so refreshing to have some like adult conversation outside of the house. Oh my God.
Nah, thanks for coming on. Because B was stuck in traffic.
It's all right. We got you. We got you. We got you. You my folks. Oh, and my son comes in here and he was like, it was just me and Honey, right? He's like, hey, I know him. I said, yeah, from after. I seen him on YouTube. I said, did you? Yeah, not the after party. I said, yes, from the after. He said, no, I've seen him on YouTube. Okay, he does have a channel. You've seen him. Okay, thank you. So you got a fan here. You got a fan here at the house. 13-year-old. 13-year-old trying to be a YouTube star.
Hey, that's a new thing, man. The YouTube it's so crazy. When we was 13, man, we didn't know what YouTube was. It didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like now, all of a sudden, you got kids coming out of high school saying, "What you gonna do? You enroll in college? Hell no! I got 6 laptops set up. I'm setting up YouTube shit all day, hoping one hits, and that's their goal."
Yeah, he took a couple YouTube classes over summer. He got 2 monitors in there that's working my nerves. Oh my God. I'm like, is you like doing the stock market in here? That's what you need to be doing. You need to be pulling some stocks up in this piece. That's what you should be doing.
And they're editing.
Yeah.
He getting his edits on?
Yep, he can edit. But he took a couple YouTube creation classes, like a week long. He took another animation class, learned how to do a little animation movie. So yeah, he's really into it. He got, bought him a camera for his birthday. I told him I really bought it for me. But I had to tell him that, since both our birthdays are in July, that we were going to share the camera. And he was like, oh, you need to get your own. I said, no, we're going to share this. You're going to get your SD card and I'm going to get mine. We're going to share it. So, he does, like if you've seen in my videos and I'm not holding the camera and the camera might be zooming in or whatever, he's filming me.
Oh.
And he's such a hard director to work for. My God.
Like, mama, turn yo.
Yeah. He want to tell me, oh my God, don't you listen? I'm like, oh my God, I can't work with this child. I can't work with him.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, Gina, Mr. Black, hey, something I heard earlier that was very interesting, man. I heard somebody say, this is about the election. Somebody said, you know what? Some people should let Trump win. It's going to be hard for him to clean up the mess that he got us in. What do you think about that comment?
No, Absolutely not. He's done enough. He's said enough. He is just he's just a real piece of work. And he has something up his sleeve. He got something up his sleeve if he wins. They're even talking like when he does not win, if he doesn't even leave the White House, who has to say that they got a plan if he doesn't leave? What is he going to do? Kick and scream? Who does that? Your time is up. Who does that?
A little screaming baby on the floor who don't want to.
Yeah, like a disgruntled postal employee. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving.
He gonna say, y'all got me effed up. I ain't going nowhere.
Pretty much.
That shit is crazy.
They gonna catch him standing on the desk, peeing on the carpet.
Yeah. He gonna have, when he loses, like what they need to do is like close the White House down for like 60, 90 days, just snatch everything out of there. It's no telling what kind of hidden cameras he got, microphones or whatever. Just snatch everything. Just be ready to just revamp the whole place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you can't leave nothing behind. Okay, yeah, I got these cameras behind this curtain. It just needs to just snatch everything out. Just make everything anew. Just change everything. You know what I'm saying? He over there licking the carpet licking the chairs with the coronavirus. Just take it all out. Don't leave nothing. Just take it all out. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like when you go to the restaurant, they say, don't mess with the server. Don't be talking no mess to the server because they got to bring your food, right? He over there just spitting on stuff.
You gotta watch it too, man. Some of these cooks and chefs in these restaurants is crazy. I went to a Hispanic restaurant a few years ago, and it was so funny. I literally saw the Hispanic guy shitting in the urinal. Like I walked in, like wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Like I just walked back out. I said, damn, I went and sat back down and I said, all right, whatever. Then when you look to the left, that little slot you can see of the chef's heads, you know what I'm saying, back there. And I said, wait a minute, that was back there shitting in the urinal.
Ugh. You make my throat hurt.
But I said, God damn, man. But the steak was good though.
And you stayed? You stayed. Okay, I'm done. How do you exit out of this? I'm done.
Of course you stayed.
I'm done. I'm going to exit myself out of here. I'm done. I can't. But what do they say? I can't with you.
Hey, they say the average human person is going to eat over 1,000 pounds of insects in their life. If you eat canned goods. You think they pick that shit out when they, process all that? If something falls in the mix, they go in there and pick something out before they can it up?
I'm not a canned good eater, so I'm whatever's in there is gonna miss me because I don't do canned goods.
Hey, we know that, Mr. Black, from the oxtails and what was that day?
I came with the dinner, didn't I? That was so good. That was so good.
That was the business.
For sure. We had to tease our guest that day, Mr. Jason and Nicole, and they were vegetarians with all that food there.
Vegetarian if you want to, you go right ahead, because that was some good ass dinner that day. I was like, not coming to your show if I did not have dinner. I just wasn't gonna do it.
And we didn't know you were bringing it. We didn't know that at all.
That's how Gina roll. You know what I'm saying?
That was a lovely surprise. Lovely surprise.
I wish I had that plate right now too.
I said, that amazing. I started my diet the following week. I had just started it, but then I said, you know what? I'll do it the following week.
Don't make me put you off. Don't make me stop your goals. You could have been 5 pounds lighter a whole lot sooner.
Yeah. Shout out to G-Shade, man. Oh, man. G-Shizzle. But you know what, though, man? On a serious note, man, they have warnings going out. They were saying, people keep an eye on your kids in the LA area. They said a lot of people been calling in about attempted kidnappings. And if you have Citizens app, you've been seeing a lot of missing girls between 13, 14 in the LA areas. So keep an eye on your kids, man. All you parents, you know, I don't care if they old enough to know right from wrong and they old enough to go here and there. If they under 18, keep an eye on their ass.
Right. Human
You
sex
know,
trafficking is real.
It's real, man. Human sex trafficking is real. Y'all don't take no joke to that. That shit is real. If you see something, say something. You know, you got to respect life morals more than you do street code. Some people respect the street code more than they do on life morals. Like, come on, man. Like this shit is crazy.
The
Don't
street
wait
code
to
to get you caught up.
get you caught up, and it'll get you hurt, and you won't care about life morals until some shit happens to somebody close to you. Then it's like, fuck the street code. Now I want to do the real right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is 2020. Like this ain't fucking South Central back in the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. The shit is real.
I had to explain to my son about maybe like a month ago. Like, he's always asking, can he go to the corner store, right? And he cannot. I don't let him go because it's like 2 blocks away, and I wouldn't be able to see him, right? Even if I stood at the block in a block, I wouldn't be able to see him. So I would say, no, you can't go. And he's like, but I know how to cross the street, because he has to cross the main street. I know how to cross the street. I said, look, let me tell you something. I know you know how to cross the street. I know you have your phone with you. I know that you're going to go and you're going to come right back. But I cannot let you go because of all the things that are happening. Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice. I had to just start naming these incidents, right? And I said, you know about all those people, right? You know what happened with all those people, right? And he's like, yeah. I said, I cannot let you go. I cannot afford for you to go to the corner store 2 blocks away, and then the police come saying, you know, you look like whatever. He wouldn't know how to handle that. You know, he's 13 years old. So I said, unfortunately, I cannot let you go to the corner store. I know you want to go because you think you're old enough, but I fear for you. I can't do it. I just, and that's really a sad thing, because, you know, I'm sure you guys at 13 were able to go to the corner store. You know, yeah. I was able to go to the corner store. I had 2 between my house, which was both 2 blocks away. My mother wouldn't be able to see me at either one. I was able to go and come back with no fear. But in 2020, we can't do that. You know, it seems like a simple thing. You know, he wants to feel like, you know, I'm old enough to go give me a bag of chips. I just can't do it.
He want to feel a sense of independence.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. He want. I'm a big boy. I'm old enough. So,
right.
But
right.
Yeah, it's just the times we living in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that made that hard. I don't have any kids, but I know, you know, I got a little sister. Mm-hmm. So it's like, nah, you can't go to this party, or you can't go over here. You know what I mean? Your ear ain't to the streets like that. It ain't too safe. So, but it's a shame, because they should be able to experience the things we got to experience and do what they want to do. But
right.
And you know what though? It's crazy. You know how you said that they don't have their ear to the streets like we did. And you know, I know me growing up in the area I grew up in, a lot of the older dudes in the neighborhood, they knew who you were because they knew your parents and things. So they wouldn't let nothing happen to you, even if you didn't associate yourself with them. You know, and like that, we knew the game without having to be a part of it. They just wanted us to know it so we wouldn't get caught up in no BS. But this generation now, a lot of them haven't been taught that. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of their street knowledge isn't there. That's why they doing crazy stuff. That's why they think it's okay to wear all blue in a red neighborhood. Like, okay, I see people on YouTube do it. Let me go do it. No, you got to be smart about it. But is that good or bad that this generation hasn't been taught the street code? You see what I'm saying?
I think it's bad because I feel like the kids are so sheltered. I feel like they're really, really sheltered.
Yeah, that learning that stuff was just a means of survival. So you wouldn't get put into a situation. Mm-hmm. But as you have kids, you want your kids to live better than you did. So like she said, you shelter them from certain things. But at the same time, when they're not under your watchful eye, They don't know how to get themselves out of a situation or how to avoid it. You know, they naive to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I have to talk to him all the time. I have an older daughter, and it was a little different for my daughter. And I've been telling my son since probably he was like maybe 5 years old. And like I said, he's 13 now. So for the past 8 years, I've been telling him, you are a Black boy. Life is different for you. Unfortunately, life is different for you. Your sister is a Black girl. She has a totally different experience of life than you will have. And I have to, I felt like me and my husband had to start teaching him that at an early age. Because, for you guys, Black men, it's just different. What a Black woman can do, a Black man cannot do. The things a Black woman might, mouth off, a Black man can't do that. It's just a totally different time zone. It's just a different era. And so I felt like I had to start teaching him that, from the beginning. So, like they say, you have to hear something over and over and over and over and over till you get it. I felt like I had to start telling him that at an early age. Unfortunately, I had to start telling him that at an early age. So by the time he's 16, he already knows. It's not like something new that I'm forcing upon him and he ain't trying to hear it. It's something that he's been hearing, something that his father and I have been talking to him about.
And that's messed up, because us as Black parents, or any Black parent that has any child, boy or girl, we have to have conversations with our kids that a lot of other races don't. You know what I mean? And something that's so crazy, the things that a lot of people don't realize what the Black community goes through. I was watching an episode of Haves and Have-Nots the other day. She asked the Black guard, how much do you make a year? He said 50. She said, 50 what? He said 50,000. She said, how do you survive? And it's so crazy. A lot of people don't realize the things that the Black community goes through. We work with what we have. You know what I'm saying? And we get it done. But we still have a lot of other things we have to deal with that a lot of other races don't have to deal with. So we got to start treating each other better, for one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We already got a lot on our plate, Black men and women. Divide and conquer is always trying to be thrown upon us, even today in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and be going at each other over bullshit. We don't need to be looking over our shoulders at a person that looks like us, because we got everybody who don't look like us already looking at us.
Right.
So we just got to wise up, man.
And I think, like, as Black people, we just have to really get our priorities together. I mean, like seriously, like, the school that my daughter went to, she went there from kindergarten to 12th grade. It's, K through 12 school. The things that, my friends' kids were going through at their schools, and I'm talking minimal things. I'm not talking like race things or anything like that. I'm talking like dressing, certain things they got to have to go to school. They got to have the Jordans. They got to have this. They got to have that. That wasn't even an issue where my daughter went to school. That is not an issue where my son goes to school. The focus is academics. And I think as parents, it stems from us. We put the wrong focus on our children growing up. Christmas time, we trying to make the Christmas like do what it do. We trying to make we trying to go big as the block for Christmas. We're not teaching our children to save money, to put money into the right things, like into stock, stuff like that. I just recently found out that I had some Amazon stock that I've had for 7 years that I did not remember that I bought a while ago. Right?
So that's free cupcakes for us, or what?
Had I realized that I still had this stock, it's a good amount of money there, but I could have had more money there because I could have been putting little by little by little by little by little there, but I forgot that I had it. And I kept getting this email. I'm like, what is this email? Let me just open this email and see what this is. And it had switched from whatever company it was normally with. They had closed out and went to another company. And this other company kept saying, you haven't activated your account. You haven't activated your account. I'm like, I don't even know what account this is. I think if we, put a different focus on what's important to us, like all the young ladies now, high school, they got their nails done. They got the long nails. They got the makeup. They got their eyelash. They got their hair done. Everybody wants to look nice. I understand that. But in high school, you don't need all that. That's spending money on something that you don't need to spend money on. Your daughters are getting nails, 10-inch nails. They're getting lashes, butterfly wing lashes. They're getting all this extra weave. They don't need all of that. That might be a special occasion thing. That might be a prom thing, winter formal or something like that. That's not an every week thing. You putting $50, $60 into nails, pedicure every week for your daughter. That's not something that, and I'm not saying all of us can't afford it. I can't afford it. If my daughter was in high school, I can't afford that. I can't afford for you to get your nails done every week. I don't get my nails done. I get my feet done once a month because my shit rough. And I need my shit done. I tell my girl, do my shit where I ain't got to come but once every 30 days. My shit like Big Shirley from Martin. You know what I'm saying?
They brought out the sander for Big Shirley.
Yeah. They got to bring the sander out for me. So I got to make sure I sell at least $50 worth of cupcakes at least once a month. So I know I got to get the Big Shirley treatment. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that we put the wrong focus on what's important. The designer bags. I got designer bags too, but you know what? It took me 20 years to get mine. It took me 20 years to get the real ones. And that was, cash or not, no credit card. I'm serious, 20 years.
But that's okay. That's okay.
I'm serious, 20 years,
But you did it wisely, though.
Yeah, I don't owe nobody for it. I don't owe no credit card, but I just think we put the wrong focus on our kids and we don't teach them the things that they need to be taught. When my son gets some money, he want to run outside. He want to run to the liquor store. No, if you go with me on a delivery, you earn $5. You got to put 3 up. You can keep 2. Every delivery he go with me, he get $5. Every delivery you get $5. I might have 10 deliveries a week, so he got $50, and he want to spend it all. Oh, I just want to spend it all. I want to spend it all. No. That's not how it works. You got to save some, and you can spend some. Because if I don't teach him that now, when he, start living on his own and he got his own job or whatever, as soon as he get paid, all the money's gone because he don't know how to put none up.
That's true.
I just think our focus with our young ones are just in a whole different place where it shouldn't be.
I mean, you're right about that, and especially now with this pandemic going on, a lot of parents have a lot of other stuff on their plate they have to worry about also, and especially now. One big question is too, a lot of counties who are reopening, they're applying for schools to allow certain kids back. And as a parent, it's like, damn, no vaccine in sight. Am I okay with letting my kid go back to school? Mm-hmm. Off the merit that they say, well, we haven't seen a spike in schools. Yeah, because
schools ain't been open.
When it first happened, y'all shut the schools down. Now when you have LAUSD, second biggest school district in the nation, open up, it's almost certain you're going to have one kid at one of these schools who tests positive.
Right.
So it's like, y'all need to hold out on that, man. Parents who getting tired of their kids being at home, working their last nerve, just deal with it a little longer because it'll hurt you if that child gets infected.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, P? Just before the schools closed, I want to say like maybe 3 weeks at the most. 3 weeks, not even a month, 3 weeks at the most. My son came, he was really sad. I picked him up, and while I'm waiting for him to come out of school, this email popped up from the school. One of the students passed away. Not at school, but at home. They didn't make it to school that day. They never came back and said, and little boy was in one of my son's classes. My son is 8th grade, so he was in one of his classes. He knew him, but they weren't friends like that, but he knew him, and I'm wondering, like, what they said he passed away in his sleep. And people do pass away in their sleep all day. But this is a 13-year-old kid. I'm wondering, what happened? Could it have been the virus? And, the parents maybe thought it was a cold or whatever, didn't know. I can't afford for my kid to be at school. My son has asthma. That means that his lungs could be compromised. I can't afford for my son to be at school. As much as he was getting on my nerves when it first started, and as much as we fight, I would rather have him here. And he said today, I hope this corona goes away before high school, because I can't do high school at my house. And we just laughed. Sure. But, whatever's necessary is what's necessary, because, I fear for him, and I fear for the other kids.
That's real.
I mean, in general, especially you have over 4 or 5 million essential workers in LA County who's been working since day one of this COVID, and speaking of that, a lot of them deserve a raise, especially the janitors at these schools, because a lot of these people and some of the classified staff members, they have to take on another role of sanitizing, working with chemicals they don't normally use. Mm-hmm. A lot of these people aren't properly trained. So they're just doing it to, basically keep people safe. But they have to think about compensating these people now. These essential workers, fire departments, the police who's still out there, EMTs, all these people. Hey, the taxi cab drivers, Uber drivers. Hey, these people have been out here doing a lot of work during this COVID. But saying that to say this, they wonder why the numbers still go up and down. Look how many essential workers you still have out here. And some are asymptomatic. Some don't show symptoms at all.
Right.
So they got to come up with a vaccine, a very good vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Not just some BS to say, okay, this is what's going to take care of it. No, you need a good vaccine, and then we can get on with the show.
So who's signing up for the vaccine?
Look.
Don't look my way. I'm right behind the mic. Don't look my way.
Hey,
what Tuskegee on me?
What did Kamala say? Kamala said, if a doctor, like real doctor, comes up with a vaccine, I'll take it. But if Donald Trump says we should take this, I'm not taking anything.
Yeah, like he said, inject the disinfectant. Dumbass. Don't get me started. Don't get me started him, because y'all make my blood pressure raise. Y'all know I got high blood pressure. Make my blood pressure raise. I can't right now. I can't do it.
But hey, man, we got to get up out of here, man. Hey, B, man, we gonna have 2 minutes apiece. B, what you got going on, man? Let us know something.
Ain't shit changed, man.
Be over there sleepy.
COVID season. I'm tired as hell, but supposed to do chocolate Sundays at the Laugh Factory November 29th. It might be virtual. I hope not. That'll suck. I don't really want to do a virtual show. I've done them. It's not the same, but I've been waiting for this opportunity for like a year. So that's coming up. That's pretty much it, man. Until the world is able to open back up fully.
Okay. Well, if it's virtual, I'll be right there to support you,
Appreciate
it. I'm
going to send it out to everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Make sure you tweet it at 3 a.m. like you normally do, so I'll see it.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's my hour. That's when I'm up.
What you say, that tweet you send out when you hear that loud commercial in the middle of the night, you just wake up, now you up, let me get it.
Facts. And I just did a cooking show too. Shout out to Chef Timbo, a friend of mine. Her husband is a chef. He got his own show popping. So whenever that is done, I'll put that out there. And then I did another show. Whenever they tell me I could talk about the network and all of that, I'll put that out there too.
Is that Timbo who does cakes?
No, he does all type of other stuff. I don't think he does cakes, but
okay.
Pasta on the show, I had garlic noodles with shrimp.
Oh, I love garlic noodles. Oh my gosh.
I love them too. I
Oh
love
my
them too.
gosh,
I
I
went
love garlic noodles.
in. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's what we
cool.
got.
All right.
What about you, Gina? You got anything going on?
Yeah, I got RC Creighton and Associates Tax Prep. Do all your tax solutions coming up. January, we're going to be ready for you. But people can make consultation calls with me right now. They can hit me up on Instagram, and let's book a consult. Talk about those taxes because we want to get all those deductions. We're going to get all those deductions and tax credits because, honey, we've got to save some dollars. We've got to save some dollars, and I got to keep my people straight. So RC Creighton and Associates, check us out on Facebook and on IG.
That's what's up, man. Shit, same old, man. We me and Mr. Black will be back with y'all next Sunday. Gina for coming through.
Thank you guys so much. P, I ain't gonna never tell you no.
Hey.
Thank you, Gina.
Thank you, B.
Yeah, all day.
All day, man. Everybody out there, y'all follow all of us, man. Check out the YouTube, the Hood Humor YouTube. Follow all our social medias, at I Am Brandon Black.
Yes, sir.
You got your social media, Gina?
Regina Christine Creighton, just like it says, Regina Christine Creighton.
There we go. Me at Real Honey P, man. Y'all fuck with us or fuck off.
Damn! Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We'll catch y'all next week, man.
And I'll be watching you guys. Thank you so much. See y'all. Good night.
See you.